Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 2617. Today's date is 17th October 2022. वाजले आता रात्रीचे almost 8. Yeah. So, so what is exactly happened today? Okay, today I just ate my dinner. Okay, so that's why I'm talking like this. Okay. Oh boy. So what is exactly happened today? Okay, yesterday I didn't really record Artifact episode properly. Why? Because of that, yesterday I was constantly thinking about dance. What? Okay, let me tell you one thing. Is that uh, I think a lot, literally a lot. Yeah, when I was hooked up in some sort of imagination, I was constantly thinking about the entire day, maybe entire night. Okay, it's all of like basically is that just I just giving you just an example is that if I can fly, so this is just a if I can fly, so there are so many possibility came after that. So like basically if I fly, then what would I do? Okay, so I do something like that, do something like that, kind of like I fly, I just went to the space, outer space, I came. It's just like so many possibility. Okay, so this is the same possibility I was thinking about. Like basically yesterday what is exactly happened, like yesterday. Okay, it's just kind of like a really normal day. Okay, nothing more special is that. But soon as I start doing working, okay, I was kept thinking about a dance. I don't know why. Okay, there is a some sort of video I watch about the wedding dance video. Okay, it's a very popular video. Almost like 80 millions of people watch this video in less than a month. Okay, this video is really amazing. Okay, uh, in that video it's couple of boys who is actually dance in front of bride and groom, and the dance was really incredible and amazing, energetic, and really amazed. Like when you watch this dance, you just feel like that this is exactly I wanted to do when my friend was married, or like my friend married or something like that. Okay, so I was kept thinking about that thought. Okay, that thought is actually hooked up in my brain, and I was constantly thinking about that, constantly thinking about dance and things like that, and how things gonna happen. Like I like basically imagination is a kind of like a one of the most graphics processing unit. Okay, like a world most graphics processing unit basically is that your graphics card cannot process that graphics, but your imagination, your brain can process very high intensive graphics, and those graphics are so clear, it's kind of like a it happened to you, it's very real as also. So the thoughts became like things happen. Okay, in that thought process, elements got attached. Okay, one by another, one by another, one by another, another. Okay, and I was kept thinking about that. I cannot stop thinking about that. I just constantly thinking about like if I dance in my friend's wedding. Okay, then I dance like this and that, like that, and then uh, like I don't know, it just it just so many, like basically is that in your imagination you are the superhero, right? So I don't wanted to discuss that thing because it's not like basically it's not like a I don't know. I don't wanted to talk about this thing. Like I thought so many things. Like basically is that if I tell my thought process in this artifact episode, na dude, it's just like, dude, literally. And basically, why I'm not recording this thing in artifact episode? Because of that, those aren't real. These are things are not real. Okay, but while I was thinking about that, I get some sort of goosebump, I get some sort of dopamine in my head, and I just feel really good. That's why I'm doing it. Okay, and that doesn't mean anything. Like basically is that when you imagine lots of things na, you just kind of like I don't know, like increasing your brain power. I don't know, like I am maybe not wrong. I don't know, it's just like that ki it makes me feel good. That's it. Okay, but this is not good now. Like basically what, okay, let me tell you one thing. Okay, so if you wanted to do, or if you wanted to achieve something, you have to work according to that dream, according to that achievement, went towards that, and then you achieve that target, right? Whatever the target you imagine on your head, you can achieve that. You just have to do your work, dude. It's just like okay, yeah. I wanted to be YouTuber, okay, but I was actually imagining that I can fly. So it's completely unrelated na, right? It's unrelated. Okay, like I am doing YouTube and this is kind of like a, I am just thinking about that, like I am not allowed to think. I know na कि I cannot fly. I am accepting that my think is I cannot do this, like I cannot fly. Okay, but let me imagine this thing. Like after I imagine, I just feel really good. So basically I am allowed to do it. I am allowed to do that na. It's just like yeah, you are allowed to do that, yeah. Then why are you stop thinking about, like why are you keep telling me to stop thinking about that? Well, I don't know, dude. Okay, just I don't know, like imagination, like doing imagine is kind of like wrong or right, I don't know. Okay, but I'm doing this thing for my, for me is a feel good. Okay, like basically it make me feel good, so that's why I'm doing it. I don't have to make it like I do understand that. So that's why, just like that's why I didn't really talk about this thing in artifact episode. Even this artifact episode is so personal that my entire life is recording the artifact episode, but still I didn't really talk about this thing. Okay, because I do know na ki this is not real. It's just my imagination, right? So let me just imagine, let me feel good that like I am, मैं इसका तो लायक हूँ, मैं इसके लिए तो लायक हूँ, या like I don't know, like fuck dude, yeah. I just like sometime I just argue with myself and I don't know which side should I take. Whatever. Okay, so while I was thinking, okay, there is a so many thought process, and that thought process is stuck inside of my head, and when that thought is stuck on your head, you cannot do anything. See, that is a bad thing, dude. Like basically is that ki if your thought process, dude, let me finish. Okay, yeah, you are right, yeah, you are right. Like basically when the thought processes came inside of your brain, then you cannot do anything. You was constantly thinking about that. Okay, so am I correct, right? Yeah, you are correct. Okay, just fuck off, dude. I just like sometimes it's really difficult to argue with myself. Okay, so when there is a thoughts, when this thought is stuck inside of my head and I was constantly thinking about that, constantly thinking, I couldn't do anything. Okay, like I forget that key I have to eat lunch. Like yesterday I didn't really did lunch. Yeah, didn't really did it. Okay, like I eat the breakfast, then after that I have to do my work, but during the work I was constantly thinking about dance. Okay, and I didn't really did anything. Okay, like I was constantly thinking about that. I didn't really did my lunch. I just, that's it. Okay, and when those thought process is actually kind of like controlling yourself, then what I did is that I went to the YouTube and watched some sort of dance footages, okay, dance videos. Okay, and I just kept watching one another. Okay, those are images are, I don't know. It just like yesterday I was entire day I was constantly thinking about that. Okay. There is a thought inside of my head that, okay, should I stop myself and just record my gameplay? But I don't know. Okay. Whenever like a I try I try to record my gameplay, but I don't know, yaar. It's just like it didn't really flow at all. Okay. And let me tell you one thing, ki if I try to force myself to record the gameplay, then recording will be not good. Because of that, ki this is not a practical work, or this is not a linear work, this is a creative work. The work is actually came from your mind, and when your mind is stuck in some sort of else, some sort of somewhere, then how you do that? Okay, so this is exactly happened. So that's why yesterday I didn't really did anything, and that's why, like, yeah, I record gameplay, yeah, but sorry, I record artifact episode, but I in the artifact episode I just record almost like a just 1 minute, and I just talking about whatever dance you read it. Okay, so this is exactly happened yesterday. But then I sleep, then when I today I wake up, I just feel really fresh. Okay, the thought inside of my head was, it's not gone, yeah, it's in my head, but I just pass away. Like the intensity of that thinking is going to be very less right now. So I am very cool. Okay. So what is exactly happened today? So today I wake up at 6:30. Sorry, today I wake up at 7 a.m. Yeah, because my mother is not here. So usually my mother is actually wake up at 5 a.m. And when she wake up at 5 a.m., then I automatically wake up at 6:30 a.m. Because of that, she turn on the light, and that light is actually poking me, and unintentionally I wake up at 6 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. But my mother is not here. Actually, my mother went to the Bodh Gaya. Okay, she went to the trip. Okay, with some sort of colleagues, some sort of ladies group. Okay, so that's why I wake up at 7 a.m. Okay, and usual stuff. Okay, doing breakfast and things like that. And I started doing my work at almost like a 9:30 a.m. And as soon as I start, first of all, is that I schedule my shots. Okay, yesterday I didn't really schedule my shots. Okay, yesterday I didn't really did anything. Yeah, so today I schedule my shots. Then after that, I record my gameplay. Okay, and then I went to my barber, and I put some sort of mehendi on my hair. Okay, so I'm actually using herbal. Sorry, I'm actually using a mehendi, black mehendi. Okay, which is actually very good. Okay, like I'm not using kind of like really any chemical or things like that, because those are the chemical are actually hurting. It's not hurting. Basically, is that those are chemicals related. Dye is actually meant for adults. Okay, adults means like when your age is actually more than 45 or something like that, then your actually hair is actually have very less amount of keratin is actually is kind of like a some sort of mineral that makes your hair color is black. Okay, but actually in some sort of country or some sort of people, keratin acts very differently. Okay, it affect on the environment, and it affect on the surrounding as also. Just an example is that, so in India, mostly you found the hair color is black. Okay, black or kind of like a dark red. Okay, black, sorry, brown. Okay, brown is very less, but dark brown. Okay, dark brown and black, these are the primary color. If you went to the China or Russia, I'm talking about China. Okay, China is also black. Okay, then Japan and as also black. If you went to the Russia, there is some sort of blonde. Okay, so blonde means like that ki your hair color is gold. Okay, So gold means like that कि yeah, the keratin, the chemical is actually available on the hair keratin, but the keratin acts according to the system and according to the genes and according to the environment and things like that. Okay, so basically is that कि when you went to the US and America, their genes means like the generation of the people. Okay, so generation of the people, they have kind of like a something really golden hair. Okay, golden hair or light golden hair, so like it's just kind of like a blonde hair. Okay, so that's why their hair color is actually kind of like a golden. Okay, same as exactly as a Europe. Okay, like basically the Americans are not actually Americans. Okay, they the actually the native their genes are actually from Europe. Okay, so basically is that Europe is went to the America, and then America is flourished with the people from the Europe. So it's actually from Europe. Okay, so yeah, why I'm talking about this hair color, dude? I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted to explain things. Uh, okay, so I'm using Mehendi. Okay, Mehendi is a kind of like a really herbal. Okay, it does not contain any chemical. It does not contain anything. It's a very organic component which are used for so many purposes. Okay, like basically Mehendi is used for Mehendi is used for the bride. Okay, it's kind of like a really color tone. Okay, Mehendi is very organic. Okay, some people use in the hair because it gives you something really calm and shant. Okay, so I went to the barber and used my black mehendi, which is really good. Okay, after that my hair color is matte black. It's not shiny black but matte black. What is shiny black? So shiny black means like that कि when you like basically a normal hair color is actually a shiny black. It's not matte black, it's a shiny black. And how is the shine came from? So actually every day we put oil on our hair. Okay, so basically our hair is actually suck that oil, and that's why the hair looks little bit of shiny. But when you put mehendi, the mehendi is not actually a shiny. It's kind of like a some sort of moisture and some sort of organic things. It the color became little bit of matte. Okay, so yeah, but it's kind of like a really beginning. Okay, but I like my color. Okay, it's kind of like a very black. I also apply this mehendi on my beard too, so my beard is look very black. Okay, so yeah, then yeah, I record my gameplay, yes. But I watch like a movie. Look, okay, like there is a movie called Geeta Govindam. Okay, like basically is that कि I went to the barber. Okay, I put mehendi, then I came back, and after that I didn't really edit my gameplay. Okay, I play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Okay, just for almost like hour. Then after that I wash my hair. Okay, and then I decided to start doing editing. But before that, eventually my mouse cursor went to the movie section, and I play uh, Geeta Govindam. Okay, I went to the like basically I did it purposely. Okay, like basically I know that कि my editing has to be done in the end of the day. Why? Like is that overconfidence? No, it's not overconfidence, dude. Like basically is that like I am doing this thing since almost like a 2-3 months, and during this thing I handle almost like a 80 plus project. Okay, so I do know how much time it takes. Okay, so I didn't really worry about that. Like basically it's almost like a well like 8:19. Okay, like uh, अभी बज गए 8:15. It's almost like a 8:19, and I didn't really worry about that. Like I am doing artifact episode very fluently, and I do know after this artifact episode I will go back to my room. Okay, I turn on my computer, watch some of the world affairs. Okay, Prashant Dhon's lecture. Then after that, then I start doing editing. Okay, and I do know it will be done end of the day. I done it. Okay, it's not that kind of like a really big deal for me. All right, yeah. So this is it. Everything is good. Okay. After that, I I watch Gita Govindam. Okay, so this is the movie I was dude. This is the movie something that it just kind of like I don't know like somehow I don't know how to explain this movie, but it's a very romantic movie. Okay, like I watch so many romantic movie, but I and there are so many romantic movie too, but why this movie is kind of like a so romantic? uh I don't know, it's kind of like a telling you very typical story. Okay, this story is meant to be happened in the real life. Okay, it's not kind of like a very unimaginative story and kind of like a really very something like the unique idea. No, it's very very common idea. Okay, things happen most, this thing happens to the most of the people. Just an example is that ki if you are going to the one place to another place by bus. Okay, and eventually you are sit beside a girl, that girl you like. Okay, everyone dreams that, and for most of the people it happened. Okay, for me, yeah, usually I am actually live in Nagpur, like basically in 2016 to 2020, 4 year I was in the Nagpur, and every weekend I came to the Wardha. Okay, and every time I was imagine that ki the girl will sit beside me, and most of the time it happened. Sometime it happened, sometime it didn't really happen. It depends on the things. Okay, and basically and every time I was thinking that ki what if the beautiful girl, like there is a one girl. Okay, I do know that there is a one girl is sit beside me, and she was trying to talking, and I didn't really put any effort to talk. There is then also another girl also, almost like a, I don't know, but during the trip, almost like a four or five girls maybe. Okay, but I didn't really initiate any talk, and and whatever the talk is just like that. Ki this is my sit, she sit, and that's it. Okay, this is just this is nothing. Okay, so yeah, this movie is actually representing kind of like a some sort of imagination. Like it's not imagination, some sort of things. It's kind of like a very typical thing, and it happened to the most of people. Yeah, it happens to me as also. Okay, not kind of like a very too much, but yeah, the story goes to kind of like a step by steps, and it's really good. Okay, the way that they interact with each other was wow. Okay, like the first time I watched this Gita Govinda movie, bhai, like basically is that ki uh, uh, I don't know, like there is some sort of thing inside of you is kind of like a became really happy, and you became happy. Yeah, so this is exactly I just watched this movie. Okay, and then I went to the running. I came, then I ate my lunch. Right now making this artifact episode. After this artifact episode, I will record, sorry, I will edit my gameplay, and it will be done by the end of this day. All right, yeah, everything is good, is fine. All right, so this is it, this is the end. And as also, yeah, also one thing is that key the reference recording has to be record today, not tomorrow, because tomorrow is very much hesitation. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, like basically I have to edit my gameplay, so if I get time, yeah, definitely while uploading now you will get time. Yeah, definitely. All right, so this is it, this is that, this is the my artifact episode number. What about Facebook, dude? Wait, Facebook, let me check. uh Create a studio, yeah. So schedule, yeah, there is no schedule. So basically, yeah, I have to upload video on Facebook too. So I will try. Okay, because Facebook is kind of like a very tricky. Okay, in the YouTube you can upload your video from mobile phone, but in the Facebook you cannot do that. Okay, there is an option you can upload from mobile too, but I don't know, for me it didn't really work out. Every time I try, but it didn't really work out to me as also, whatever. So I will I will upload from my laptop. All right. So this is it. This is it. Everything is good. Is fine. I wanted to talk more, dude. Yeah. It's just like I don't know. My heart is wanting to talk more and more, dude. You have to record. You have to edit your gameplay, dude. I know, but I wanted to talk, dude. I just like the weather is so good. It's just kind of like a so funny, so good. So I don't know. It's October. It's the 17th October, and it's kind of like a very little bit of chill. Okay, little bit of cold, and that cold is actually you are being romantic, dude. No, I am not. Yeah, you are. What if I am? Like, what if there is a girl beside of me? Like, what if, like instead of this recording, I was just talking to any girls? Like, what is the conversion, dude? If I make it, dude, you are so stupid now. Okay, hey, you do know you have a deadline. You have to upload things. Hey, yeah, yeah, I do know that, but dude, fucked up, dude. यार खत्म कर भी इसको. Yeah, been like भाई तेरे को dude कुछ तो शर्म कर यार. You are 29 years. Fuck. Hey, when you ask this, like kind of like a really like if I bring if you took my age in at now, I just really fuck yeah fuck.